I don't have a fancy intro for this podcast. I'm not sure what I'm even going to call this series yet, but what I do know is I want to create a series where I just sit down with you and we have this cozy chat. And while we're doing that, I am going to be diamond painting in the process. So it's like a cozy catch up with me. Let's just chit chat about life. And let's, we'll talk about some diamond painting here and there, and I'll show you what I'm working on. But I'm going to just keep this really casual, unscripted, I don't even have like a template or an outline for this like I do with my normal podcast episode. So this is truly just off the cuff. Let's just sit here and chit chat. So I have been wanting to cultivate this cozy chat with me vibe for a while. I didn't know I just kept getting this vibe of this feeling, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what to call it. I didn't know it was just like this feeling I was having, right? And then I started feeling called to do something creative. I'm not an artsy person. I'm not a crafty person. I'm not good at any of those things. And I knew I wanted to just get my hands dirty, as a figure of speech, with something artsy and crafty. And I knew that it had to be something with gems or glitter or rhinestones or something like that. I don't like a lot of mess. And I started somehow watching diamond painting. My mom has been putting me onto it for a few years. She diamond paints and she paints as well, like regular painting, quite well. She's an artist. And I was like, you know what? This looks so relaxing. I was watching all the videos on TikTok, all the ASMRs, and I'm like, I just want to do the same thing. I want to diamond paint. So I did my first diamond painting on Mother's Day, and it was a disco ball. For those of you watching on YouTube, you can see it. But it's this I got it at Michael's. It's a wooden disco ball, which I'm like, you can't get any more Amy than this. It's pink and sparkly, and I've been putting it in the background of my videos for YouTube, and I love it. And from that moment, from the first diamond I placed down, I was like, hook, line, and sinker, I'm sold. I want to do this some more. So I did. And the reason I got into it, that also I was finding myself at night just feeling very lonely and a little bit sad and grieving because I lost my dog. For those of you that know, you know, but I lost my Chihuahua about 2 months ago. He passed away. He was almost 16 years old. And for the past 16 years, that was my hobby. Spending time with Chewy, going for walks, just everything Chihuahua was my hobby. When the kids would go to sleep and Frank is at work, I was with Chewy. Like, we were inseparable. He was my shadow. I spent more time with him than my own human children. So his absence and being gone, it's just been really hard. It's been really hard and very loud. His absence is very loud. And so those quiet moments at night, it keeps my brain busy because I'm, the motion of doing the diamond painting, it's kept my brain busy. And I think it's just helped a lot with processing through his grief. I always tell you guys, you got to find ways to feed your soul. And this is definitely, I'm going to just put this light over here. We need a little bit more light for YouTube. I told you, this is going to be like really casual, off the cuff. For those of you that are listening on the podcast, I'm not quite sure how this is going to go with the noise, because I'm going to be opening things and unboxing a diamond painting kit. We're just going to play all this by ear and just do it off the cuff. So after I finished the disco ball, I was like, okay, I'm hooked, want to do this, want to keep going. So I went and so I really want to buy one of the fancy, nice, expensive diamond painting kits from Diamond Art Club. They're between $50 to $100, depending on what you get. They are beautiful. The quality, it's everything I read about it. They're way better quality. And I'm like, but first of all, we're not spending $50 on a painting if we suck at it. So let's work our way up. So I went to Hobby Lobby and it was $3.99, and I bought this, I call him the Lisa Frank penguin. He's not technically Lisa Frank, but I mean, it's all neon colors. And remember Lisa Frank, you had the penguin characters. So I'm going to show you on camera. He is completely finished. Look at all that sparkle. I am so obsessed. So beautiful. This has been, I guess they're all labors of love, right? But I do this in the in-between hours at night, a little bit here on the weekend. And I mean, for a diamond painting, this isn't like a huge size. It's pretty like average, medium, but he's completed. So whether or not I frame it and hang it up, I think I am actually, because he's the first one and because he's fun and he's bright and colorful. I think he'll go really nice in the office here. So here in my office, the kids, I have 2 children, 8 and 4-year-old, for those of you that don't know, and they have their art easel. They have a desk over on the other side of the office, and they come in here and do homework and arts and crafts. And I think he would look really cute, like hanging over their desk. So I will probably like get that one framed and see what I can do. But now that that one's done, I am itching to start. I'm itching to start the next one. So I am starting the next one. I again went for like a cheaper, version. This was from Walmart. It is a dream catcher with pastel, like pinks and purples and blues. It's very on brand. Not so much the blue, but like the pinks and the purples and the crystals are very on brand for me. And I love dream catchers. I think this is so pretty. And so this is going to be the next one. I think this was like $9 at Walmart. Not every Walmart tends to carry these. Only some Walmarts. And I've noticed, at least where I am in Virginia Beach, that it's only the super Walmarts that have the diamond painting, and they don't have a lot of these. It's very, very limited. So this one is not a full, so the penguin that I showed you right here, this would be considered a full diamond painting because you can see the whole canvas. All of the picture is completely filled with the diamond drills. But with the dream catcher, it's a partial, which means it's got partial diamonds, which I don't think I love that. I think I definitely like the full ones a lot more, but I haven't done this one. So, I mean, maybe I will like it. I don't know. But for those of you that are watching on YouTube, this is the size. So it's definitely longer in length than the penguin, but this is what it looks like. And you can see it's a partial. So, which means a good chunk of the paper or the canvas doesn't have any drills. But what I do love is that the canvas is glittery. Isn't that so pretty? So that's the thing with diamond painting. You can just see my office. I am surrounded by glitter and glam and that crystals. That is my jam. I'm going to just put some paperweights on top of it so it can start to unfold. Here, I'll put my tackle box. See my purple sparkly tackle box? That's where I keep all my supplies for now until I upgrade. But I'm starting small and just seeing do I like this hobby? Is this something I'm going to stick with? Because I can get very hyper fixated on things, go all out, buy everything, get it in every color. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. So this I think I'm going to stick with. And I have not really had a hobby. I've never been into something like this. So this is all very new to me, but I am very much excited about doing this next painting. And so it comes with obviously directions, which once you've done one, you know what to do. You don't need the directions. It comes with a kit. This kit has all the diamond drills that you're going to need. It also comes with a tray, some putty or wax, and then also a pen. I already have my own. See, I've already started. I've already got some of my own pens, and I also just ordered a new one from Amazon because I needed a roller. So, see that little roller? I needed a roller because it's really nice to roll your drills when you're finished so that you don't get any sometimes they just don't adhere to the canvas very well. So this will, and it's purple and turquoise and glitter. Come on. I'm going to actually roll the penguin a little bit because I haven't done that. And I just bought this. Oh, I love the sound. A little ASMR for you guys. That just makes sure that all of your work is sticking fully to the canvas. And just being around these beautiful diamond drills, these gorgeous paintings, these tools that have glitter and glam, it It relaxes my mind. It just gets my brain to stop feeling anxious about all the things going on around me, all the obligations, all the pop-up events that we're dealing with. It really does help. I never thought this would be something I would be into, but here we are. And I think that's pretty good. I just love it. And I can't say enough good things about diamond painting. So we're going to put the penguin to the side for now. If you've been following me on Instagram or TikTok at Irresistible Icing on both platforms, you've seen the penguin. He's made his debut several times. But anyway, what I'm going to do today, and I feel so cool because I know all the diamond painting lingo now, I'm going to kit up. That's right. I'm going to kit up my next painting, which is the Dreamcatcher here. And so kit up, what that means is it means we're going to take all the things from the kit, all the diamond drills, and we're going to put them into containers. Because the one thing about diamond painting, you need to be extremely, extremely organized. And part of being it's just, I can't imagine doing this being unorganized, because you want to have everything where you need it, when you want it. You don't want to have these diamond drills like falling all over the table and the floor. And I make sure that I don't leave them out where little hands can knock them over and stuff like that. So, just getting organized. And I'm starting small, you guys. I know the bigger artists out there have like the really fancy kits, and I know I'm just a painting away from probably investing in one of those. But for now, what I'm doing is I'm just using these little tiny, this is like $1.50, and it has tons of little containers inside. I think it's up to, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 28. So there's 28 containers. And for a small painting like this, I say small, this is small relative to some of the other bigger paintings that are out there that have 100,000 drills. This works just fine. That's how I did the penguin, and it was just fine. I was trying to see if the kit tells me how many drills. I know for the penguin it told me. I can't remember how many it was, but it was... Oh, here we go. Oh, this is small. It says the number of dots, 4,931, and we have 26 colors. So this little guy is going to be perfect because it will fit all 26 colors. And what I like about that too is if sometimes there's 2 packages of colors, so that way if I have extra, I have a couple extra containers to put them into. But yeah, this has 4,931. I know the penguin was like 15,000 or 20,000. It was like in the 5 digits, but this is definitely going to be a much smaller kit, which it's giving me experience. It's giving me practice. And I really love that. All right. So let me do that. I am going to look at this pen. That pink, that is just, oh my God, I just love it. What I'm going to do is, I was wondering if I should, so I like the camera to see my background, but I also really want, and I like being face to face where you can see me, because I just feel like that's more personal than just zoning in on what I'm doing, because that's really not the purpose of these podcasts or these YouTube videos. The purpose is just to diamond paint and chat with me. I'm not on here to teach diamond painting. I'm not on here to that be the main thing that we're doing, but it is what I'm working on. So I'm wondering if I should move the camera down a little so you can see. I told you this is the first episode, so it's just going to be a little weird right now, so I get things adjusted the way I want it. And this is where I work. This is my desk where I do all my podcasting, my work, my freelancing, and my recording. So it's not necessarily made for diamond paintings. I have a lot of my work stuff on here, but I wanted my background. I want to be able to see my YouTube background. So I just need to find a way to make this work. I'm not going to zoom in on my hands for now because, again, that's not really the point of this, but I did change the camera angle just a little bit. What I'm doing is I am kitting up for my painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these drills that came, there's 26 colors, and I'm going to kit them up into this container that I showed you so that when I sit down to start diamond painting, which I'm going to start on it tonight, everything will be organized and ready and here for me to go. So in there they also, this is new. I've never had one of these before. I feel so fancy. So I have the little basic tray that always comes. I want to get an upgraded tray that has a cover, but it came with one of these little, looks like a pencil cover. So it goes over your diamond pen like this. I don't use these skinny pens, although I do like this one because it has glitter. I don't really use these because I like the bigger, like chunkier resin pen a lot more, but this is cute to have like in my toolbox. So I do appreciate that. Oh, and it came with a straightener. Nice. The purple roller one that I showed you, it came with 1, 2, 3, 4. It came with like six other attachments, and one of those is a straightener as well. All right, so let's just go ahead and get this guy going. All right, so y'all can probably enjoy a little bit of ASMR here as I start working on this. So I am gonna start cutting these bags so I can put them in here. Let me see, 22, where's number 1? A1, where are you? Okay, so there we go. There's A1. All right, so this week I cut that one a little too much, so now it's going to be coming out. So I normally like to cut all these first and then dump them, but because I overdid it with the cutting, I'm going to dump him into the little thing right here. So this week, I just did a podcast that is going to go, by the time you're watching this, that podcast has already been published. But what I was talking about on there is just the vicious cycle of getting in survival mode and telling yourself, like, when you go to bed at night, like, okay, tomorrow's the day. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to work out. I'm going to clean the house. gonna, shoulda, right? We should all over ourselves. And then the next day comes and we can't wake up on that early time because we stay up late diamond painting. We stay up late watching shows. We stay up late. And I know for me, a big reason I end up staying up too late is because it's the first time in the entire day where nobody needs me. I am, no one's pinging and dinging me for work stuff. The kids don't need me because they're asleep. My husband's usually still at work. He works, well, as of now, he works evenings. And it's just finally like a moment in the day to breathe. And the last thing I want to do is go to bed, But I know that I should be going to bed because I got to wake up and I got big goals, you guys. I got big goals that I'm out here trying to do. And it just doesn't... It's just a vicious cycle. So we talked about that over on the podcast. I love how this diamond painting is going to have the special drills. They're like these big gems. I love that for me. But, it's a vicious cycle. And no one's coming to save us. No one's coming to rescue us. People can motivate you. People can inspire you. But at the end of the day, you're the one who has to get your ass out of the bed, put the shoes on, go for the walk, fix the food that's going to make you feel better, and just do it. We just got to do what we got to do. And so that's what we were talking about over there. It's just been it's been a season. This first 6 months of the year for me has been, so I'm just labeling these with the numbers, and then the numbers will match up with the symbols that are on the painting. So this one's going to be 1. It's just been one hell of a season, right? Of just feeling like life is kicking you in the gut constantly with the pop-up events, with just unexpected financial things that you constantly have to pay for that you didn't budget for because you didn't expect it. It's just been one thing after another, and it's just been a really challenging year. Actually, a year. The first 6 months of this year have been a little rough, but the past year, just the market and everything has been a little strange. I work for myself. I do instructional design, which is where you create training, workshops, training materials for companies. So I do that for big companies that need training. And I've been doing that. That's been my whole career for the past, oh my God, it's been about a little over 20 years now that I've been doing that. And since 2018, the company that I was with in 2018 that I absolutely adored, company mergers, you know how it goes, and I got laid off. And they actually wanted to keep me on with this new like reconstructing they were doing. And I was like, our values are not aligned. So if my values are not in alignment, I can't stay somewhere. I just can't. So I decided that was my sign from the universe to fully go out on my own and do what I was already doing for clients, but also putting everything into my podcast and my courses and focusing on my calling. Because I feel like this podcast and what I do there and the work that I do through my course and my VIP private podcasts that my students are in, that is my true passion and calling in life. And what's beautiful about it, number one, the most beautiful thing is being able to help other people based on my struggles throughout my life with my weight and body image, and being able to share with others how they can also heal the way I've been able to heal. That's the most beautiful part, is that connection, but also how purposeful it feels and how purposeful things just align themselves for you, and they will when you're open to it and you allow it. But purposeful in the sense that I've been doing training, creating training my entire adult career. And now I still do that, but I also create training around my purpose and my passion. And getting the emails from my students or seeing their growth, like I'll follow some of their stories on social media and see how much they're growing. It makes my heart so happy to see that. So it's really good. So I love it. But where I was going with that is the freelance world, specifically the training world, the past year it's been hit really hard. And there was a lot of projects last year that I was on that for whatever reason, a lot of them budget reasons, they would just come to a standstill, and the thing with freelancing is, and I think this goes for any business. I mean, it truly is any person that's running their own business, is you're always working, but then you're always also having to spend time looking for work, because it's not wise to only have, is this number 6? Yeah, I'm on A6. It's not wise to only have one client. And sometimes you learn that the hard way when that one client was bankrolling, like you were doing phenomenal with that one client, right? And the work was abundant and consistent and paying very well. If something happens and they come to a grinding halt and you don't have anything in your pipeline, you're going to be in trouble. And don't learn that the hard way. Don't learn that the hard way. So, and it's a delicate balance, because if you have one client that's keeping you afloat, like you're floating good, right? And you don't have the capacity and you don't have the time. These have a lot of static. I probably need to get the little dryer sheet trick to do. But anyway, you don't have the capacity to take on anymore because you're already working full-time week. So it's such a delicate balance, and it ebbs and it flows. But I feel like I'm in a much better place with it now, where I do not put all my eggs in one basket. It's why I have freelancing, and I have multiple clients within freelancing. I have my podcast, and through my podcast, I have my course, and I do Amazon and affiliate sales and things like that too, which I'll say if there's any links in my description or show notes that you click on, I do greatly appreciate that, because that allows me to pour back into what I'm doing with the podcast, because I do earn a portion of commission from each of those sales if it's through like Amazon or something like that. That was number 9, correct? Yep, 9. All right, I don't want to get to talking and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I did the wrong color. Now I don't know what's what. Yeah, these are really pretty colors. I love these colors. So now we're on A10. So like I said, I'm just filling up my drills, or kitting up, as they say in the world of diamond painting. So, you're constantly working and then you're looking for work. And I think it goes for any business, like whether you're a creator who makes physical products, whether you are a digital creator like I am, or you have a restaurant, like you have your clientele, but you have to constantly get it refreshed and get other things going in your pipeline. And that can be hard too, because you got to find the time. You got to find the time to do that, to be selling yourself and putting yourself out there and writing proposals while also squeezing in the time to get the work done. I don't tell you this to be like, oh my God, that's so hard. Like, I chose it, is my choice, and I will choose it 1,000 times over every single day. But right before in between recording episodes, I was checking my Slack. I use Slack for like client stuff. And I was trying to fill my pipe up for June. So I had reached out a couple days ago, like, hey, I have full availability. Do you have things you need me to work on? Are there like new projects or anything you want help with? And so they did say yes, that they have some things. Now I went from, oh my God, it's like you constantly go back and forth, like, oh my God, this is scary. I don't have enough planned for the month, to, okay, now I have so much work to do that I don't know how I'll get it done. I do know how I'll get it done, because I always get it done. That's never a problem, and that's the beauty of freelancing, is you do it at your own pace. You have deadlines, but you don't have to sit at a chair between this hour and this hour, and I don't have to tell anybody what I'm doing or when I'm going to pick up my kids or whatever. So that's the trade-off, right? So it has its pros and cons, just like working in an office or for a company. Everything has its trade-off and its pros and cons, and you just have to decide, like, what works best for your family and for your lifestyle. And for me, being a mom, especially to 2 little kids, I have a 4 and an 8-year-old, like, freelancing is where it's at for me, because I don't have to miss anything. Like, I never have to miss going to their school functions, or if they're sick and they need to stay home, or I need to go pick them up. Like, it's worked so well for my lifestyle. Do I like the taxes? Absolutely not. Do I like the getting into that like feast or famine mindset? No, I don't like those things. That part sucks. But you have to figure out, like, does the good outweigh the bad? And it absolutely does for our lifestyle. It just fits, and I love what I do. And it is creative. It's not creative in the diamond painting way, but it's still creative work. I have to make something from nothing. And I always I always tell you guys, like, you got to be careful the way you talk to yourself and about yourself, because I keep catching myself saying, oh, I'm not creative. I'm not good at anything. I'm not good at like anything like art or crafts or stuff like that. But it's like, I am good at my job. I am good at designing training and finding what the gaps are, what they need created, and then creating something from nothing. I literally, Irresistible You, I created something from nothing. Like, it was just an idea. It was a thought in my head, right? And that whole framework that I created came out of my own pain. It came out of my pain of being so freaking fed up with the yo-yo diet, body hate shame cycle, and constantly promising myself on Monday, I'll start over on Monday, and gaining weight every single time life pop-up events and punches you in the gut. Well, that's life. It's going to keep happening. There's no way around that. So the way to handle it is you have to learn how to manage your emotions and how to not emotionally eat when shit hits the fan, because shit's going to always hit the fan. Like, the faster you just accept that and realize that that's just part of it, it's part of the game. All right, I'm on number 17, and we have 26 colors, I think it was. Yeah, I will say, compared to the Penguin Man, this is definitely a lot smaller, but I think this is good for me to still have like a pathway to getting better at diamond painting. Because like I said, this is all new to me. And I have 2 more on reserve. I have 2 more ready to go to also work on after this. My mom, where's 18? Hello, 18, there you are. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like a pink. It looks like my brand. My mom diamond paints as well, and she was like cleaning out her closet and found some diamond paintings that she's like, I don't even remember buying these. So she gave a couple of them to me. So I have some of those on reserve. One's a snowman. I don't know if I want to work on that until it gets like closer to I'm not one of those people that can like do holiday stuff before it's the holidays. And it's funny because I'm a very like holiday driven person. I love a theme, y'all. Y'all know I love a theme. I'm constantly loving a theme. And so, but I just can't get into that, when it's 85 degrees outside and the pool's open. Just, no, thank you. I'll probably get on him in the fall, closer to Christmas. My back hurts, y'all. That's lower back pain. I'm congested. I'm sure you can hear that. It sounds so lovely in your ear, I'm sure. But what was I saying? Oh, my back. Ever since I had Catalina, which you guys, it's going to be 9 years. I was pregnant. I'm dropping drills. Don't be dropping drills. Stop dropping drills. Oh, 9 years ago. It's been 9 freaking years since oh my God, Amy, what are we doing here? We are just stop, dropping, and rolling. It's been 9 years since I was pregnant with her because she won't be 9. She's going to be 9 years old. It is like in October, her last single digit ever. Like, I can't. I just can't. Being a mom is such a bittersweet feeling constantly. And Javi's going to be 5, which is like, he's like a big kid now, being 5 years old. Like, what is my life? What is happening here? But 9 years ago when I had her, it's ever since I gave birth. I don't know if it was like oh my God, that one doesn't shut good. The C-section, like the needle or whatever that went in the back. But ever since oh my God, these are beautiful. They're like white. I don't know if you can see that on camera. They are really pretty crystals, diamond drills. I don't know if it was like since I had her baby, like with the C-section. Both of my kids were C-sections by choice. I knew if I was ever having kids, it's only going to be by C-section. And I told my doctor, and she's like, this is what you really want to do? Yes, ma'am. This is what I want to do. Patient choice. And we did it. And thank God we did, because she said as she was pulling Kat out, she's like, you really know your body. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, the umbilical cord was like completely flattened. Like if I would have delivered her naturally, vaginally, would have been very bad. And it may have ended in an emergency C-section anyways. But ever since then, like this lower back pain, if I sit too long or like when I'm walking, I hate it. I hate it so much. So if you guys have like advice on how to get rid of that back pain, I am all ears because I can't freaking stand it. All right. So I need to put this in 27. So because the white, number 21, the like iridescent, there's so many of them, I'm going to dump them in the extra bin, which was 27. So I put them in the wrong one. Hang on. Get out of there, you little static man. Come on. Ah, okay. So yeah, if you have advice, I'm all ears because I'm over this back pain. And I know if I start working out more consistently, I think it'll help. It's just when I do work out, I know it's going to hurt before it gets better, right? It's going to hurt more before it actually gets better. But, I need my next 6 months to be better than my last 6 months. And part of that is getting my workout on, moving this body, getting the rest of this damn weight off. Like I've just been, I haven't gained the weight back, thank God, but I've just been maintaining. And let me tell you, maintaining in and of itself is a accomplishment when you are a yo-yo dieter who is constantly gained and lost and always uses food when you are having shit hit the fan, and shit has hit the fan, right? And I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm never going back again. My highest weight was 270. That was when I gave birth to Hobby. I got the most I ever weighed. Excuse me. And hell to the no will I ever, wait, did I just do, oh my God. I just put the wrong one. See, I get to talking and I knew I was going to do that. So, because I only have 24 and 26 left, so I must have put 25 inside of 24. And let me see what symbol. 24 is not a symbol, it's number 3. Where's 3? Yep, because they're big. Okay. So this is actually, in 25 is symbol 4. Yep, okay. So see what I mean? Like if you don't stay organized with this, you can just mess it all up. So 24, okay, 24 are these medium-sized special drills. We're going to throw them in 24. So I just want to get consistent again. And, I'm still in the GLP-1, which I think is really helping me to maintain. Without it, I will just gain weight, even if I'm eating the same amount of food. It's wild how much that has helped. But I'm staying stuck right at 197, between 197 and 199, which, hello, we are still in Wonderland and we love it here. And I just want to get down. So my original goal, look, I'm already, see all that? That did not take long at all. Look at this. You see, I've got all 26 of my drill colors in there. So now I am kitted up and I am ready to go. I am actually not going to start this tonight or today because I have to actually get some work done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything away and I'm going to come back tonight and probably start doing a little bit. Depends on how my day goes with the kiddos. But yeah, I really want to get down. My original goal weight, I set it. I don't know why, I just figured because I don't remember being this small ever, was 170. And I set it also because it was 100 pounds less from my highest. So if y'all remember, for a while I was doing 10 pounds 10 times, which if you think about, that's losing 100 pounds. To lose 100 pounds sounds daunting. It sounds overwhelming. It sounds awful. But if you say to yourself, I only need to lose 10 pounds 10 times, it's not so daunting anymore, is it? So as of right now, I need to lose 10 pounds 3 times. That sounds like, that just, oh my God, you guys, just saying that right now to you completely just invigorated me and remotivated me, thinking, bitch, you've lost 70 pounds. You can do another 30. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go and let's get it done. And let's just be done. Let's just be done with the extra weight once and for all. You know what I mean? But I will say I think it's so different now because I don't hate myself for being overweight. I don't hate myself when I see the scale. It's such a different vibe. And maybe sometimes I feel like maybe that's why I'm just maintaining, because it's just not, it's not the focal point of my life like it was at some point. But I do want to feel better. I don't feel the best right now. And I want to feel better. I want to look better. I want to you know what I'm saying. So anyway, so this was fun. Diamond paint and chat with me. I'm going to see. Yeah, I definitely want to keep this going. I'm going to keep working on my background and my setup over here. But we are all kitted up. My dream catcher is ready to go. I'm going to put everything away. I got to go catch up on work. Kids will be back from summer school soon. Frank is picking them up. And yeah, it'll just be the balancing act that I'm always doing, which is doing my business and taking care of my kids. And it's just it ebbs and flows, but it's beautiful and I wouldn't have it any other way. All right. I'm going to catch you guys in the next episode. Until then, stay irresistible. Bye, everybody.